I try not to judge people too harshly or too quickly. Everyone has amazing days and awful ones. Sometimes, someone's just not in control of their emotions. You never know what's going on in their life when you meet them, especially for the first time. Still, certain things speak volumes. Small details can reveal a lot about a person. You might pick up on these signs naturally, even if you're not actively analyzing someone. I believe this is a valuable life skill. There's a rule I use to get a quick read on someone's character. Their self-respect, their relationships, pretty much everything. What's that rule? I closely watch how people treat others, particularly those who don't hold power over them. I pay attention to how they interact with service workers, like waiters at a restaurant or cashiers at a convenience store. Are they friendly? Or do they dismiss them, barking orders or treating them like they're invisible? Sure, we all have bad days, but I still notice how people handle those moments when dealing with strangers, especially service staff. How do they react if their food is late at a restaurant? Do they make requests politely or act like the staff exists solely for them? I'm confident in this rule. If I'm having lunch with a potential business partner and they treat the waiter poorly, I'm already rethinking that deal. I observe how people in my life interact with service workers, and I use this to gauge how much I can trust them or want to work with them. You don't have to be overly cheerful or fake, but you should treat service workers like human beings. Better yet, show them they're valued and deserve respect. Why does this matter? It reveals something deep about someone's character, how they treat people who can't directly benefit them. The key is how someone treats those who can't offer them anything in return. It's easy to be kind to someone when it serves your interests. For example, a business partner might be nice to me because they want to close a deal and make money. But why would I work with someone who's only kind when it benefits them? That shows a lack of integrity, and I don't want to collaborate with people who lack that quality. It's not always about being outright rude, though. Sometimes, people are harsh to service workers without even realizing it. To me, that's even worse. It's like they're one step closer to treating those workers like servants, or worse, acting like they don't even exist. This behavior signals how someone handles power. When interacting with service staff, customers often hold all the cards. We're practically treated like royalty, able to demand almost anything. If you've ever worked in a service role, you know this firsthand. A customer can complain about something small and escalate it to berating the staff. I've been there myself. These moments reveal whether someone can manage power responsibly. If they feel small in their everyday life and can't control their frustrations, they might seize these rare chances to make others feel subordinate. This could be someone craving a leadership role they don't have or an insecure leader who takes out their frustrations on those below them. Either way, people who can't handle power responsibly aren't trustworthy. On the flip side, treating service workers well is a sign of self-respect, integrity, and social awareness. The leaders we admire tend to be generous, confident, and draw attention through calm, positive actions rather than negativity. I always notice how someone interacts with service staff, whether they're respectful or dismissive. People who treat workers like equals, maybe even tipping generously or chatting warmly, stand out. I value them more than those who act superior. Often, these are folks who've worked service jobs themselves. They've done the hard work of building social skills to deal with customers, which is a valuable trait. You can trust people like that to be great leaders, especially if they've climbed the ladder from lower roles. I sometimes think everyone in this country should work a service job for a couple of years. Our society would be so much better for it. Am I exaggerating? Maybe, but hear me out. How someone treats service workers might not tell you everything about them, but it says a lot about their character. It's a window into their values, empathy, and how they handle responsibility. If they can't be kind to someone who's just doing their job, What does that say about their ability to lead or build relationships? It's not about being perfect. It's about showing basic human decency. When I see someone snap at a cashier over a small mistake, I wonder how they'd act in high-stakes situations. Would they crumble under pressure or lash out at others to feel better? Conversely, when I see someone thank their server with a smile, even on a rough day, I know they've got a level of self-control and kindness that's worth respecting. These small interactions are like a litmus test for integrity. They show whether someone's actions align with their words, especially when they think no one's watching. For a YouTube audience, think of it like this: every interaction is a scene in the story of who you are. What kind of character do you want to play? Let's dive deeper into why these interactions matter so much. When someone's rude to a service worker, it's not just about a bad mood. It often reflects how they view people they perceive as beneath them. In a restaurant, the customer has the upper hand. They can complain, demand, or even humiliate the staff without immediate consequences. That power dynamic reveals their true colors. Do they use it to uplift others or to tear them down? I've seen people berate waiters over a cold plate of food, not because it was a big deal, but because they wanted to feel superior. That's a red flag. It suggests they might exploit any position of authority, whether in a workplace or a community. On the other hand, someone who treats service workers with respect, even when things go wrong, shows they value people regardless of status. They're the ones you'd trust to lead a team or handle a crisis fairly. This isn't just about manners. It's about empathy and self-awareness. People who've worked service jobs often get this. They know what it's like to be on the receiving end of a customer's frustration. That experience builds resilience and a knack for reading people, skills that translate to leadership and collaboration. Imagine a CEO who started as a barista. They'd likely understand their employees' struggles and foster a workplace where everyone feels valued. That's the kind of leader we need more of. These small moments of kindness or cruelty ripple outward, shaping how we view each other and ourselves. They're a reminder that character isn't just what you do when the spotlight's on. It's who you are when no one's watching. So, what's the takeaway from all this? Watching how someone treats service workers is like getting a sneak peek into their soul. It's not about catching them in a bad moment. It's about seeing patterns. Do they consistently show respect? Or do they only play nice when it suits them? This simple observation can guide your decisions, whether you're choosing a business partner, a friend, or even a leader. It's a practical tool for navigating life's relationships. I'm not saying you need to be everyone's best friend or tip extravagantly every time, but treating service workers with dignity, acknowledging their humanity, goes a long way. It shows you're grounded, empathetic, and capable of handling power without letting it go to your head. In a world where we're quick to judge, this approach offers a fairer lens. It's not about perfection but about consistency. If someone's kind to a waiter despite a long day, that's a green flag. If they're dismissive or cruel, it's a warning sign. For our YouTube community, think of it as a life hack for reading people. Next time you're at a coffee shop or diner, observe how others interact with the staff. What story are they telling through their actions? And what about you? How do you show up in those moments? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this perspective helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with friends, and hit that subscribe button to join our journey of discovery. Let's keep exploring what makes us human, one interaction at a time.